If you've been calling it being there for people, but deep down, you know it's been wearing you down, you can stop now. This is for you. You're so tired, but not the kind of tired sleep fixes, the kind that sits in your chest and never really leaves. You've been carrying the weight of being the reliable one, the steady one, the one who doesn't fall apart. And somewhere along the way, you disappeared inside the role. And for some reason, tonight, something in you finally lets you feel it. After all this time, you stop pushing it down. They only call when they need a favor, a fix, or a place to put their heavy things. And you've noticed the phone doesn't ring just to ask how you are. It stays silent when you're the one who needs someone. At some point, the pleas disappeared. Now it's just expected. You tell yourself it's kindness, but look at what it's costing you. You are kind to everyone else, and nowhere in that are you included. And somewhere along the way, it stopped feeling like kindness. It started feeling like something that takes from you, more than it ever gives back. It became something else, so slowly you didn't even notice when it changed. Not because you meant for it to, but because you kept saying yes long after it started costing you, until it stopped feeling like a choice and started feeling like something you had to do, just to stay loved. You've been waiting for years for them to finally see you, not for what you do, but for who you are, and to recognize your sacrifice. They don't see the sacrifice. They only see the result. It feels like they've forgotten you're a person. To them, you've become a way to get things done, a tool that doesn't need a thank you, as long as their ask is handled. It's a crushing kind of loneliness, to be the foundation so many rely on, while being the one person nobody actually sees. You feel like you aren't allowed to crack, you aren't allowed to be tired, you aren't allowed to be hurt, and you're certainly not allowed to say no. It shows in your posture, always braced to catch everyone else's mess before it hits the floor. You've even started preparing for the impact before the demand is even made. Somewhere along the way, you stopped deciding whether you would do it, because you already knew. If you didn't say yes now, it would fall on you later anyway. And that does something to you, because after a while, you stop feeling like a person in it. You become the one they rely on, the one things get handed to, the one who fixes it. You spent so much time making sure everyone else was okay that you forgot you were allowed to be a person too. And now you feel guilty for not being okay yourself. You find yourself apologizing for needing anything at all, because asking for help starts to feel like you're bothering people. And the moment you need something, you already know how it goes. You'll end up handling it yourself. So you don't ask. You just deal with it yourself. Giving until you are empty isn't being good. It's how you disappear in your own life. Not all at once, but piece by piece. And after a while, you start believing that's just who you are. When did your needs become a burden? You learned to say, it's fine, because the alternative was a fallout you'd have to clean up anyway. So you kept the peace and paid for it with yourself. They don't check on you because they don't think you can break. But you are breaking. You're not tired from doing too much. You're tired from carrying what was never yours. And somewhere along the way, you forgot your life is sacred too. It doesn't always feel like you have a choice, because sometimes you already know what will happen if you don't step in. You see the gaps that need filling, the situations that will only get worse if nothing gets handled. So you pick up the pieces again, not because you want to, but because you can't bear to watch things fall apart. It's a heavy kind of love, to keep finding yourself standing between the people you care about and a storm you didn't create. But your body doesn't even remember what it feels like to not be braced for impact. So just stop, right now. Take your life back for 10 seconds. You're not walking away from everything. You're just setting the weight down for a moment. Take a deep breath in and let it go, slowly. Feel that? That's what it feels like, to not carry everything for a moment. Just for this breath, just for right now. Let's pretend, just for a few minutes, that nothing is required of you. Nothing is falling apart. And for once, you don't have to be the one who holds it together. You are not the fix. You are not the one who has to carry all of it. Right now, you are allowed to stop. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. All the way down. Just breathe. And notice. Nothing fell apart when you stopped for a moment. Tonight, the performance ends. The mask drops. You are not a resource. You are a human being. And somewhere along the way, you started living as if your worth depended on how much you could carry. As if being needed was the same as being valued. But it isn't. You don't have to earn care by exhausting yourself. You don't have to break yourself to prove you matter. And you don't have to apologize for having limits. You've been carrying so much for so long, you forgot you're allowed to stop. You're allowed to choose yourself. Not someday, not when everything else is handled. Now, right here. You stop leaving yourself behind. You stop abandoning yourself. You've spent so many years carrying what wasn't yours that you forgot you were allowed to belong to yourself. Exhaustion isn't a flaw. It's a signal. It's your body finally telling you this is too much. Not all of it is yours to carry. And something in you already knows. This can't keep going like this. This doesn't get to be your normal anymore. You don't have to change everything. Just one moment. One moment where you pause before you say yes. One moment where you say what you actually feel. I can't do this today. That's how it begins. That's how you start coming back to yourself. If this felt like you, leave one word in the comments. Rest. Space. Enough. Not for me, for the person who finds this next, feeling exactly the way you do right now. Because maybe this is the first time you've actually let yourself feel how tired you really are. And maybe you're starting to realize you don't have to keep being the one who carries everything.